And this week on Motivation and Confidence, I figured that I would dig into the archive of interviews that I've done in the past from some of the more notable guests, hip-hop artists, journalists, producers, reality TV stars, DJs, some pretty cool things. And this week we're going to present Kim Osorio, one of the first female editors of a hip-hop magazine at the time, which was The Source. Currently, I believe she is a writer for several notable hip-hop TV shows. And this interview was actually conducted about 10 years ago, but I think the message within the content is still relevant to today. So without further ado, Tommy Danger, Motivation and Confidence, and Kim Osorio talking about women who are authority figures in the world of entertainment. All right, everybody worldwide, you're now tuned into Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best. And I'm your host, Tom Danger. What brought you to the point of passion, or what drives you to stay within the entertainment industry, being a woman, and not falling for that simple and easy way out?
Well, I want to say that I've always been a really, really big fan of hip-hop, and that my interest and my love for hip-hop kept me within the industry, within even the entertainment industry. Hip-hop has grown up so much since I started with it. But as a woman, you do face a lot of challenges, and I have in my career. And it's just wanting to succeed and wanting to get ahead and having that drive and ambition to be able to say, you know what, I want to prove that, you know, we women are a lot more than just what right now is being seen for women. And there are other fields for women, or there are other successful women, I can't even speak right now. There are other successful women in different fields. So we need to see more of that. We need to see female writers. We need to see female executives, and there are so many.
The reason why I bring up the Vixens is because they are the most visual. They have the most airtime.
They're the nicest to look at. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So
you don't want to look at no executive. Come on, Tommy.
It depends.
I'm saying, like, you say they're visual, right? Because they're nice to look at.
Right.
So within music videos, that's what you see. And right now, everything is visual on the internet.
We could talk for hours about this, because even from a male perspective, a young kid growing up only sees the image of the entertainer.
Right.
So the point of bringing up, you know what, you can be more than just the entertainer.
Oh, there's so much more. There's so much more. We know it's, but
we have to reinforce it.
We have
to
show it. Right, but where is our community consuming most of their hip hop knowledge?
Right.
Is it online? Is it, on TV? Where is it? There aren't as many outlets, I think, for us to see. Like, people aren't as interested, or at least we're not giving it to them in the other fields. Like, we're not presenting it in the right way. We're not saying, hey, here's an interesting, compelling thing for you to look at. Why don't you read this article? It's just like an article. Whatever.
That's the purpose of you being here today, to show people
and I appreciate that. And there are, I think it's interesting to see that there are so many entrepreneurs like yourself and like other people doing their own thing now, whether it be the internet, which has opened up a lot of doors, or just putting out records, whatever it is. It's a new game,
right? Where
it's all about the independent right now, and it's kind of like where hip hop started.
Okay, now since we got on the subject of women and typecast and so forth, I want to talk about the book.
Let's talk about the book. I'm excited about the book.
Good. Give us 3 highlights.
Okay, 3 highlights of the book.
I want Kim, please don't give me something that people can sink their teeth into, because I don't want them calling me names. Now.
You want it now, here and now. The Eminem situation is one.
Tell us about that.
Did I say that on the interview?
Yes, you did.
Well, I think we need to revisit that. Okay. Did you?
You put pictures of the actual cover that you guys did? Because you were still a part of it.
The real dealings behind the Eminem story that we did and the tapes that we got is a big issue in this book, because people don't know what was happening behind the doors of The Source. So that's one. The second would
What was
be,
happening, Kim?
you gotta read the book. I'm not gonna tell you.
You gotta give us a little bit.
I'm giving you a little bit.
Go ahead, Kim.
Because if I give you everything, I want you to really read this book. And I want people to read this book from beginning to end. And what I've seen on the blogs and on the internet is that when you give too much, people misconstrue what it's about. And this story is my journey as a woman within this industry, you know, especially at that level of my career. As a woman, you meet people in this industry, whether they be celebrities or people behind the scenes. And of course, in order to understand who I am, you're going to get a little bit of that.
But you've met everybody.
I'm talking dating. You know I was talking dating.
Really? Who'd you date?
You said that you've met everybody.
Who'd you date?
I'm not going to tell you. You gotta read the book.
Give us the first letter.
No!
Tease
That's
us.
really funny.
Give us the first letter, Kim.
It's not a letter. That's all I'm giving you.
It's not a number either, Kim, so it has to be one of the two.
Okay.
Who is it?
Cut!
Please stop. You're not going to give us the first letter? Who'd you date?
You're not seriously going to go after that. That's the end of that conversation. I want you to read the book. And you know what? This probably would have been a better interview if you'd have read the book, Tommy.
No, you know what?
I might have even gave you a preview copy.
I think you should give the viewers a Danger Vision. You should give us at least 20 copies to give away on the show.
That would be good. Yes, remember that.
Kim
I committed myself.
20 books
Autograph.
to give
anybody
away
cares. Literally, I got one
from
autograph.
Danger Vision and HipHopRuckus.com.
That's
exclusively.
nice. I appreciate that, though.
So when it drops,
Yes.
you can address, or
Yes.
we'll come and pick it up.
But seriously, though, I do want people to understand my journey. So,
Right. No, I know you.
okay,
So it's the third thing.
good. We did 3.
No, you said Eminem, the journey about your life and who you dated. That was 2, and it's like 2 in itself. You have to give us
I
one
think,
more.
okay, it's a glimpse into, this is easy for all women to relate to. So, you know, I think I saw somewhere where people were like, oh, you know, for people who are not into hip hop, they may not relate to this book or they may not be interested. But it is, because women face a lot of stuff in the workplace. They have to deal with a lot of drama. Let's just be clear.
With other
And
women or with men or both?
women and men.
Okay.
But I think that this
From a
book,
sexual standpoint and from a corporate power standpoint?
I'm talking about from an employment standpoint.
Okay.
Just any woman who's ever
Harassment,
gone to
everything.
work and dealt with any of those type of issues, that's another thing that you're going
Are
to
you
get.
giving tips on how to deal with it?
You know what? They might not be in tip format, but yeah, you know, because I'm not sure if a lot of people know that I have gone to law school, so I have that background.
I
So
knew you did.
things are flags. You know, flags go up when things aren't right.
Right.
And, you know, women have different degrees of what offends. When you're in the workplace, you need to maintain a certain environment
Gotcha.
for
Can we
your
get you
employees.
know what? Before we go any further, please give your MySpace page and your blog.
Sure. It's just simply myspace.com/Kim Osorio. That's with all O's, KIMOSORIO. And the blog's KimOsorio.com, spelled the same way.
Okay. Now, before we end off this interview, hopefully there'll be a part 3. Because I always like.
This is like part 2 already,
This
right?
is part 2 already.
Feels special.
In the hip hop environment, or
Right.
at the source,
Right.
or in the industry, there are certain things that the consumer may view as acceptable. Where do you draw the line in a corporate environment that promotes one particular thing, but you're saying, okay, it's fine for you to promote it to my children who are turning on BET watching it, but where's that line of entertainment and reality? Tell us about that.
You know, it's funny that you said it's fine to promote to my children, because I would say that, for one, the responsibility always lies with the parent first. And I know some people use that as a cop-out, but that's the most important thing. So when there's a CD that has that, not even a CD anymore, nobody does that, has that parental advisory on it, then as a parent, that's your responsibility. Now, in entertainment, it is what it is. It's entertainment. So you've got to know anything that you're listening to is just that. It's entertainment. And don't take things too literal for what they are. Within hip-hop, we're held to a certain standard because hip-hop thrives on reality and what's real.
So let's briefly talk about the source. We're going to wrap this up.
Okay.
So when you had a particular spread, I'm not sure if you were there when you did the dime piece.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
It started in the middle.
Okay. So
You're
when
going to
you
read that in
see,
the book.
okay. So when you see a particular young lady and she's in a thong, and whoever approves that particular layout Is it acceptable to say, man, she got a fat ass in the office?
In the office?
In the office, looking at that spread out.
No.
Okay.
That is not acceptable.
Did people say that?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the whole point of the question of where
It's
do you
not
draw that line?
acceptable
Okay.
because there may be women who are offended by that. Now, whether or not she has fat ass is, it can be up for discussion with your homeboys somewhere else, but not within the office. No, I don't think so.
Very interesting.
And not acceptable to put it up on the wall behind you because it might offend some people. When you're doing it within the magazine, however, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because look at Penthouse magazine, look at Playboy magazine. Those are two magazines, you know what they are,
Right.
and they are businesses. Does that mean it's okay for the workers at that magazine, Playboy, Penthouse, whatever, to put that spread on their wall? It's not. Not if there are women working there that may be offended by it,
Okay.
even though they work there, because that's a workplace environment. So it gets a little, I think, fishy or confusing for people because they're like, well, you work in that environment. Like, you should expect, to be talked to a certain way. That's not the case.
I want to thank you for the interview.
Thank you. There we go.
Until next week. Thank you for tuning into Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best. Like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Check us out on various platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Overcast, Castbox, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, TuneIn, or Alexa Media.